Hi guys, in this video we are going to learn about the instance type available in AWS. So there are different type of instance available in AWS. There are mainly four types of instance available in AWS. On-demand instance, spot instance, standard reserve instance, and convertible reserve instance. So we will learn all this one by one. First is on-demand instance. So whatever instance we are deploying in generally in AWS, that is on-demand spots, on-demand instance. Like when we are logging to AWS console and going to EC2 and instance and launch instance, that is by default on-demand instance. So on-demand instance let you pay for compute capacity by hour or second with no long-term commitment. If you are not doing long-term commitment, so this free you from the cost and complexity of planning, purchasing, and maintaining hardware and transform what we are commonly large fixed costs into such much smaller variable cost. So that is on-demand instance, whatever we are usually use. Second one is second spot instance. So a spot instance is uh, that spot instance is the instance what is having unused EC2 capacity in AWS cloud. So that is available 90% cheaper compared to on-demand instance. Uh, but uh, but on-demand instance, a spot instance, they can terminate within 2 minutes of notification. So it is cheaper, 90% cheaper compared to on-demand instance. But that is risky. Like if your application is sensitive, your application you want it for availability, high availability, so you should not use a spot instance. That can be used for the like for the scientific calculations, and or you can use the spot instance where your application can be interrupted and not time sensitive. Then you can use the spot instance, that is cheaper, 90% cheaper compared to on-demand instance. And third one is a standard reserve instance. What is a standard reserve instance? So a standard reserve instance is like it will give you discount up to 72% compared to on-demand instance, but you have to reserve instance for either 1 year or 3 years or between 1 and 3 years. So for 1 year they will give 40% off, and for 3 years they will give 16%, 60% off compared to on-demand instance, that you can reserve your instance. And second one is like fourth one is convertible reserve instance. That is you can what is convertible reserve instance? You can change the instance families later, okay, and you can change operating system tendency and the payment option also you can change. So that is also available for 1 year, and for 3 years. 1 year is 31% cheaper compared to on-demand instance, and for 3 year 54% cheaper compared to on-demand instance. So convertible reserve instance you can convert, but a standard reserve instance you can't convert in instance family operating system, okay, that you can't change. So when it comes to choosing between a spot instance, on demand instance, and reserve instance, there are few key differences to keep in mind. Suppose on demand instance are most expensive option, but they offer the greatest flexibility and are ideal for workload that require constant availability. So you can use their on demand instance. Reserve instance offer a discounted hourly rate in exchange for 1 or 3 year commitment, making them a good option for workload that required a consistent amount of computing power over an extended period of time. So if you require, like, your instance is going to run for either 1 year or 3 years, so you can use the reserve instance because that is cheaper compared to on-demand instance. And a spot instance, that is lowest hourly rate, but can be terminated at any time. They are best suited for workload that can be interrupted or are not time sensitive. So according to our requirement, we can choose the instance type. So on where from where we can choose the instance type. So first log into AWS console. I have already logged in and search EC2. I'm on already EC2 console. If you are first time logging, so just search here EC2, and you can tick on star also, so that it will be available as a banner. So not banner, it will be available as a header. Okay, so here go to EC2. Okay, and in left side, all the instance type is available. Suppose here is instance. First, whatever we are launching the instance by clicking here and launch instance, that is on-demand instance. You can use a spot instance the spot request is there. So you have to click on a spot request a spot instance. You can use the AMI and you can launch the spot instance. And other instance is like reserve instance. You can click reserve instance and purchase reserve instance. You can purchase here, like whatever Windows, Linux, whatever version you operating system you want, you can choose here. And you can convertible standard two types I told. You can select here. You can take the you can select the instance type. Term is up to 1 to 12 months and 12 months to 36 months. Whatever you want, you can select here. And payment option, that you can select here, and you can just you can check. Okay, and you can reserve the instance. Okay, for 1 year, 3 year, whatever period you wanted. Okay, so yeah, and dedicated host, that is also there. You can reserve one host. Okay, you can deploy your instance in the particular host. Okay, if you don't want to change host, instance host type, so you can use this one. Okay, so and schedule instance is also there in reserve category. Like you can schedule your instance, like this time you will deploy instance like that. Okay, and capacity reservation is also there. You can use the capacity reservation if you want to reserve anything here. Okay, so yeah, this is from this video. If you want to learn more, just log into AWS console and try to deploy one instance and check, like what is differences and all. So if you like this video, just forward to your friend. This is from this video. Thank you for watching.